You want to go hiking or trekking, perhaps for several days, and therefore you will need to sleep in the evening and have a minimum of equipment. And sometimes the weather can change quickly. It can start to rain or become very windy. Therefore, it's not always possible to sleep under the stars. You need a tent. So today, I am going to present to you the top 3 of the best trekking or hiking tents. There you go. Trekking tents, you can call them whatever you want, are tents that will definitely be light enough and won't take up too much space to carry. I am not going to present the huge, massive camping tents that are very bulky. Of course, that's not the goal. I might make a dedicated video for camping tents, but here we're going to talk about tents for hikers, for those who go trekking, that sort of thing. So they will be presented based really on the volume and weight ratio that they will weigh when packed for transport. It's 5009. So let's get started. Let's get started with this top 3 of tent walls. And we begin right away with the Yellowstone Matterhorn tent for a mixed adult person. Oh yes, I forgot to mention that I will present the tents in order of increasing price, from the cheapest to the most expensive. So this one will really be the cheapest, as it is priced at just a few dozen euros. It's really very inexpensive for a good trekking tent. After fortification, it is only for one person, so it is ideal if you are moving alone, or if you are in a group and everyone learns as much from each other, because it will weigh only 1.5 kilos, making it ideal for hiking. It won't add much weight to you, and it is really easy to set up. So, it's all easy to store. I will also tell you the dimensions, which are 50 x 14 x 14 centimeters. So 50 centimeters in height, 14 centimeters in width, and 14 centimeters in thickness. So that's not too big. It's a rather standard size. It can be stored quite easily in a backpack, even though, of course, a length of 50 centimeters is still 50 centimeters, it must be admitted, but it remains a tent. And on the other hand, 1.5 kilos is really very advantageous. Otherwise, it has been designed to withstand rain well, so it is waterproof, and there is really protection against fire and that kind of thing. I will also show some images to see what it looks like. In terms of the tent's dimensions, once it is set up, it will measure 220 millimeters in length, 420 centimeters in height, and 105 centimeters for the rear. And if you see it at the top, well, it will have dimensions of 2 meters, 60 centimeters in length, 1 meter, 60 centimeters in width, and 120 centimeters for the part where your feet will be. So there you go. It's more than enough for one person to sleep in. If you push it a bit, you could even fit 2 people. But still, it's a very good tent, not very expensive, and well suited for trekking because it is very lightweight. So why not take it with you? The second one I am going to present to you is the Coleman Bedrock for 2 people. So it will also be quite lightweight and compact in this regard, as the pack will measure 50 x 14 x 14 centimeters, which is just slightly more than the one I presented to you just before. There will be 4 centimeters more in height, that's all. Otherwise it's the same. In terms of weight, however, it is still heavier. It weighs 1 kilogram more, at 2.5 kilo, but of course it is for 2 people and is larger. I won't repeat all the sizes. I will let you see in more detail, but it will surely be displayed in the video. So here it is. The downside is that it has a silo. Heavier, but it is larger. So if you are 2, it's ideal. And you can maybe take turns carrying it, etc. Or you can organize yourself and thus have a better situation at this level, allowing him to sleep peacefully with another person. Inside, there is a double roof fabric, a PU coating, millimeter polyester, seams with thermally welded patches, an inner tent fabric made of breathable polyester and insect-proof mesh, a ground sheet, a fiberglass pole. It is easy to set up, easy to store, and also has storage spaces for your items and equipment. A PVC window for better visibility, so you have more light in the tent, even though, well, that may not necessarily be the goal. It's more interesting for camping or that kind of thing. But here it is. It's a good tent that isn't too expensive either, with very good ratings, an average of 4.2 stars. So really, why not consider it? This one and the third and last one I will present will be from the same brand. It will be the Coleman Cobra, which will also be a very good tent, with an interesting size in terms of packing, as it will measure 40 centimeters in height, 10 centimeters in width, and 50 centimeters in thickness. So it is a little bit shorter in height for the backpack, which can be practical. It will weigh 2.05 kilos, so not 2.5 kilo, but 2.05, which means it is lighter. It's a compromise between the first and second, which is quite interesting. As for the sizes, it's a two-person tent, so it's more or less the same size as the one I presented just before. We will see a lightweight tent that offers exceptional value for an adventurer. Once again, it is simple and quick to set up with the fly. In the first pitch, you will be protected from the elements. At the back, a double roof polyester fabric with a 8,000 mm rating, PU coated with welded seams. An inner weighting fabric made of polyester, breathable and without mesh. A polyester ground sheet, 5,000 mm, PU coated, welded seams, etc. In the hours below, sometimes 60, 10 centimeters, use and 60, 10, 7. So there you go, it's quite good once again. It's pretty similar to the one I just showed you. It's just lighter, a bit more compact when you pack it, you know? And there are really excellent reviews. 4.3 stars out of 500 votes. So it's truly a sign of trust. However, it is a little more expensive than the others. In fact, it's a few dozen euros more. So that's a bit of an overview of the top 3 best tents for trekking. Now, depending on whether you are alone or with others, your needs, your desires, and the contents of your backpack, you have... I will let you see this in more detail by following the links that I will put in the description. Obviously, I will list each tent according to its order of appearance, with the video directly linked where you can find more information, more images, see the Q&A, and read the reviews yourself. Choose the one that suits you best, order it, and it will be delivered directly to your home in a few days. So there you go. I'll let you go through these links to learn more. I hope I was able to help you make your choice, to assist you a little bit in that regard. If that's the case, subscribe to this YouTube channel. Otherwise, I'll see you next time. Have a good end of the day or a good evening, and see you next time. Ciao.